Remember Hydro Thunder? You better! One of the definitive arcade games of the late 90s and early 2000s, its addictive mechanics proved successful outside and inside of the home, with several console ports to systems of that era. Years later, some producers at Microsoft thought it wise to bring the franchise back for the Xbox Live Arcade on the 360, and in 2010, this came to fruition with
Hydro Thunder! Hurricane!
Gameplay offers 4 modes on the surface, but 3 in practice: traditional races, ring gate challenges, and obstacle courses with explosive barrels to avoid. The 4th mode, Championship, mixes these 3 event types together in different ways to create curated tournaments of sorts. Performing well in these modes grants you credits that the game uses for progression, and as you'd expect, harder events grant you more rewards overall. These credits unlock new boats, tracks, account goodies, and more at a pretty generous clip, so you'll pretty much always have something new to try out with very little grinding required, especially if you tear through even a couple of those championship circuits. Other rewards like boat skins can have more specific unlock criteria, which gives motivated players extra objectives to chase after. Arcadey racers like this often lean heavily on their sense of nearly out-of-control spectacle, and solid controls are key to supporting that level of intensity. Thankfully, this game gets that spot on. Every boat is incredibly responsive, and the relative freedom you have to turn and boost so readily, even in midair, is a lot of fun. Some of the expert-level boats are quite twitchy and require careful piloting, but that's to be expected since, expert. Boost canisters are strategically placed throughout each track, so reacting quickly and planning your routes to keep juice in the tank is key to finishing fast. A jump button helps give even the more basic tracks some verticality, and an immediate reset button means that missing a jump or blowing up is more of a momentary setback than a guaranteed race ender. Needing to dodge the flaming, charred remains of your previous boat is a nice touch. Local multiplayer further elevates the chaos and competition that comes with these mechanics, but as the title has aged, it's understandably gotten harder to find online matches. Track designs are dense and sprawling, with plenty of shortcuts and alternate pathways that modes like Ringmaster often help you learn. Some feature pretty absurd animated elements that are largely just for show, and most have lots of destructibility that further adds to that breakneck sense of arcade action. Difficulty scales nicely. Novice and most pro events are basically turn off your brain fun, while expert events take significant skill for those who want a challenge. So while gameplay is very enjoyable, the presentation doesn't quite hit the same level of impressiveness. The soundtrack is unmemorable at best, and sound design can grate from time to time. The repetitiveness of voice lines and the boost gauge beeping like a frustrated microwave may start to get annoying over longer sessions. While visual fidelity is pretty good, overall art direction is forgettable, and not many of the track environments stand out. Despite those underwhelming elements, the game still stands tall thanks to the strengths of its gameplay. Its bite-sized fun and impressive replayability are a perfect example of an Xbox Live Arcade release that understood the assignment. It doesn't bring a whole lot new to the table, but it gets all the basics right, and players who enjoy this style of racing game will appreciate what's on offer. So when you put it all together, Hydro Thunder Hurricane gets 4 Gloobies out of 5. Its very satisfying game feel and over-the-top arcade thrills keep much of the experience at full throttle, and it's all the better for it. Thanks so much for watching. Stay fresh, cheese bags. We'll catch you back here real soon.